Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. It's episode 141. We're the Crypto Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And we lied to you. Sarah is not back this week. She was going to be, and then something came up and she could not be.
What's it called again? Camp? Something? No. Baseball camp?
So what?
Well, I thought the one day she was like, "Oh, I've got camp," or not camp, but it was like,
I remember.
It was like, proposal.
That was like 3 weeks ago, Dave.
Whatever.
This week she couldn't on Monday because she had to go do something. She was doing something with a friend.
Yeah.
So we're recording
baseball camp. Just said baseball camp. That's what it was.
For today?
This was
or last week.
Thursday. And then we moved it to and then that's this week. Yeah, it was last Thursday.
Yeah, last Thursday. She said she couldn't record last Thursday. And then we said, okay, let's do Monday. And then she had something come up on Monday that she couldn't record. And so we pushed it to Thursday.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Dave, how was your week?
Let's see. So this was the week that last week we said we weren't going to have anything to talk about because we thought we were going to do Monday, right?
Right.
And I said we both had something going on over the weekend, actually.
Yeah.
So I went to a graduation party, college graduation party.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole day actually was like an event, that whole Saturday. Literally got home from work 5 a.m., went to bed and had to get up in time to go to golf at 10:50.
Okay.
I woke up at 10 o'clock. So I got 5 hours of sleep. And now I'm rushing to golf.
Yeah.
Because I had showered and I didn't get the, I literally pulled into the Tim Hortons parking lot. I was like, nope, can't do this, I guess, because it was like 10:30 when I pulled into the parking lot. It takes like 16 minutes to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled in and it's the one right by us.
Yeah.
Line sticking out.
Fuck that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll park. Go in. Slowest three Brads and Chads.
Yeah.
Standing up there with their fucking 5-inch inseam shorts and their hair fucking flowing down like it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are these guys getting? Their fucking Frappuccino with caramel and a spritz of cinnamon, So they're taking forever. There's like one line open and there's two people in front of me. So it's 3 guys and then 2 more people and then me. I get in there. I'm like, all right, let's see how slow this is going. I walked out the door. I was like, I gotta go. Pulled in to golf. I see them walking up. I see them like the other 3 of our quad, and I see them getting their stuff out of the car. I'm like, all right, cool. I just made it. So they haven't like checked in yet. I walk in, checking whatever, and I've got these. I got new rubber tees.
Mm-hmm.
And I had them just in my hand because I didn't take them out of the plastic yet. And I just put my bag by their stuff and I just walked in with the plastic tees or rubber tees. And Vinny, my one friend, Will goes, what are those? I go, rubber tees. And then Vinny goes, Dave, you're not supposed to use butt plugs in the course. I'm like, yeah, thanks. I know. Right in front of the cashier who's doing this or whatever. And like whatever. So then the whole rest of like the thing, the 9 holes, well, maybe a couple times, Will was like, so Dave, when does your AARP, membership, expire or whatever?
Yeah.
Use rubber tees. So that was a whole thing. I was like, okay, now I'm already rushed. Didn't eat anything yet. So then after that, we were going to swim at Will's house. So I stopped at home, got my bathing suit and shit, changed. So I wasn't wearing golf stuff anymore. And then after that, we were going to Barville to get some wings.
Quality food.
one, as soon as I changed, I still wore the same shorts, but then I just tossed on like a t-shirt, which was just a completely white t-shirt.
Right.
And I had a white t-shirt on before, but it had martinis and it was a polo. So I was like, I didn't want to wear that. So I literally walk in, they're like, Dave, are you serious? You're wearing an all white t-shirt and we're about to go eat chicken wings. I'm like,
not the best decision.
And I was like, I'll be fine because I wore a white t-shirt, of course. I've been to barbell 3 times. Right. 2 out of those times I've now worn a white shirt.
Okay.
First time was fine. And I was like, first time I was fine. I didn't get anything on it, so I'll be fine this time. Ate all the food, I'll tell you at the end of the thing what I got. And was all good. Noticed when I got to the graduation party later that day that I had one, like the tiny, like you can't even see it unless you know
where you're looking.
But it was just like, I just looked down and I saw like just the tiniest, like someone took a little, like just a perfect new open Sharpie that was orange
and just
tapped it just a little bit. I was like, are you kidding me? And now it's probably not going to come off because like I haven't done laundry yet.
Yeah.
Because like one, I just tossed it on the back of this chair because I changed again.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, that's gonna stay. Like I should really get a Tide to Go stick.
Yeah.
Because I always get something on me, especially if it's white. If it's white, I'm going to be getting something on me.
Yeah. So like I wear a white shirt when I'm working. And the other day I always keep a pen in my chest pocket, my breast pocket, if you will.
Yeah.
And it's just so like in case I need something, it's like right there. It's like one of those pockets that has like the little hole that you can just like very convenient. And so I was writing something down. This was like last week. I was writing something down and I put the cap on the back of the pen whenever I'm using so I don't lose the cap. And so I like set the pen down, I go out and I do something, I come back in and I just pick up the pen and I put it back in my pocket. And I like always put it so the cap's up and the little clip on the cap goes outside my shirt, like an actual fucking nerd. And so I do that. And then who knows how much time goes by, but I grab the pen out of my pocket and I like uncap it. And I realize that the cap is still on the back of the pen. Mm. So I look down and I'm like, fuck, I left the pen uncapped in my shirt. And so I look at my shirt, big black stain right here. It looked like my nipple was just leaking black.
Nobody noticed?
Well, because I hadn't left the office. So like this all happened probably within the span of, couldn't have been that long. I think I did walk out, but like it was like so many things are happening that nobody bothered to look here. So I noticed it was small, probably about that big of a black spot. And I was like, God fucking damn. And it was like a, dark black. I was like, take the pen out, cap it, set it down. And we've got like little, not Tide to Go sticks, but like the wipes. Stain remover wipes that work really well. So I start doing that and it just starts spreading like crazy.
Did you dab?
No, I rubbed it.
Dab, don't rub.
But like it was also like the ink was still very wet. So I'm now adding a very wet towelette into the mix and just spreading. And then, I would do the thing where you're like, come on. So I grab the shirt and I like really start going for the spot. But because I folded the shirt in half and I'm adding more moisture to the mix, I unfolded my shirt and the stain had spread and doubled. And now the shirt is hanging up in our bathroom and it has been there for, I think it's over a week now. Still got 2 black stains on it. We've bleached it. We've done everything we possibly can. It is now just, they're like gray at this point, the stains. I'm fucking pissed.
Thinking in your shirt.
Yeah. So now I only have one work shirt. And
do they give them to you or do you have to buy it if you
No, I just go get a new. I just return the old one and get a new one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they probably got something.
Oh, I'm sure they'll just throw it out.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they may have a trick, but we tried. I mean, I feel like bleach is like the best thing you could use in that situation, and it didn't work.
Yeah, that's what I need to do with this white shirt. I should take all my white shirts, even though they don't even need to be washed. It's just bleach to give them a nice, just a nice
that fresh white color. Yeah. Because I'll tell you, the rest of the shirt looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
but yeah, the black's not coming out.
Fucking white t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that one spec. And so then when we went to the grad party, one, on my way there, I literally was driving down like the throughway, and these cars are like, I'm like, why are we not going anywhere? Like it's clear as day up there.
Yeah. They're just not moving.
You know, it's just like, what's going on? So then finally I'm getting close, and I see that the guy in the right lane is legitimately driving on his front left tire rim, or his front rim. There is no tire at all. His car is,
and he's on the throughway.
Yeah. And he's going about, let's see, I probably passed him going 65. So he's probably going like 50, because he was like gone. But he was going 50 on that thing. And I was like, do I like,
does he know?
Like, I didn't know if I should just be like, roll down my window, be like, bro, you got nothing.
You got no rubber there, dude.
But I was like
he has to know, like,
yeah, like, how do you not know your car is?
Yeah, and
like,
also like the sound that must be making.
Yeah, I don't.
Were there not sparks flying?
No, that's why. Like, as soon as I was about to pass him, I'm like, oh, this guy's the asshole who's going slow, and I see people passing him, and then I get up, and I'm like, I don't want to pass him. Like, I feel like at any moment, as soon as I pass him, it's just gonna like collapse, and then he's gonna veer into me.
Jesus Christ.
And I noticed the guy behind me also didn't pass him for a while, because he was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you got to like watch. You might need to be a witness in something here,
right? So I was so like shocked, and was like passing him, like I was still going the same speed. I didn't slow down, but it's just like
you like hesitated.
Yeah, and I was like, and I just like kept going. And I was like, I don't know if I should yell out the window, be like, hey, bro, you know.
See, I could almost, but not quite, justify like somebody driving on their rim if they were like going down the road to a shop to get a new tire. I could almost justify that, but there's no way in hell anybody could convince me that it is an important enough drive to drive 50 miles an hour down the throughway with 3 out of 4 tires.
And I know for a fact, because I kept looking, I was like, okay, maybe he's, because it was in between a part where it was like a pretty long gap. Like this was on, I was going towards Grand Island.
Okay.
So we were on that. And it's not like there's a huge gap between every exit, but there's a couple that are like, a long one, just a longer one than usual.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know when his tire blew out, but I saw him.
But I mean,
I saw him pass the next exit that was coming up, and I'm like, all right, so this guy he
was committed to the drive.
He was like, I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna get to where I'm going, and we'll figure it out. If it was me, I mean, I wouldn't want to pull off.
Do you think his tire blew out on the ride, or do you think he started the drive tireless?
Oh yeah. You know, he's probably just like woke up, was like, well,
he's like, well, I got to get to work.
Yeah, no, it definitely had them blown off. I think I want to say maybe I saw part of the tire in his wheel well.
Damn.
But I can't quite remember, because I didn't really inspect it. I was just like, what the fuck?
What was the car? Do you know?
Like it was, maybe like a GMC Terrain or something like that, or like a.
So it was not a small car.
No, it was like a compact SUV maybe, or like an SUV, not like a full, compact SUV, I would say.
Damn.
Like could have been like.
I was expecting like a fucking 2001
like
sedan.
Yeah. Yeah, 2001 Stratus.
Yeah, like some fucking piece of junk, a faded green color, Yeah,
no, I think it was. I mean, the dude on the inside wasn't looking the best. I can tell you that.
Well, I mean, he's driving without a tire.
But the car, I don't think it was that bad a shape, except minus the tire.
Damn.
But yeah,
That's wild.
I was kind of wish I knew what happened to him, but.
Yeah, that's one of those things you really just like, you don't even know how to process it in the moment. You're just like, what the actual fuck am I looking at right now?
Yeah, like if I knew that there was somebody else coming up behind me, like if I like somebody I knew that was going to the same place I was, and they were just like far behind me.
Yeah.
I'd call him up, be like, "Yo, let
Get
me
a
know if you
picture.
pass this car, see what he's doing, you know, blah blah blah. See if he made,
God.
you know, hopefully he made it to where he's going."
I feel like if you saw him, so how long were you driving in this short amount of traffic that you were in, where he was going slow?
Not long. It's just like you got up to it and you were like, okay, why is this now going slower than usual?
Yeah.
And so probably like 45 seconds. It wasn't much.
Okay.
That it was like I'm going, you know, I'm going 60, and then all of a sudden I brake and I have to go 40.
When I have to press on my brake on the throughway, nothing makes me angrier. I go, why are we braking?
Yeah, I mean, I do always say that. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, always. What are we doing up there? And if I can see open road, I'm livid.
Like I can understand slowing down when there's somebody get pulled over with
Sure,
an accident.
yeah, absolutely.
I cannot accept a standstill when it's like that, and then it's clear right after, because that means I know that
You're all
like,
just
unless people are really trying to like, because yes, of course you're supposed to move over
yeah,
when there's somebody pulled over or there's an accident, but if you can't,
just slow down.
just go slow. Don't
Yeah.
try and move over and screw everybody else over.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can't move over, you can't move over. Okay, you just
Yeah.
go slow and just don't hit somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully,
Keep your eyes open.
Right. Hopefully, there's nobody on the shoulder of the road close enough to you.
Yeah.
But just slow down. So yeah, if I have to, if it's coming to like a complete like 10 miles an hour, and it's just an accident or somebody got pulled over, I'm like, okay, we can go faster.
Yeah.
Okay. Why was I talking about that?
Because I was wondering or we were talking about how we get angry about traffic slowing down by pressing on the brake. But I was asking how long were you in this traffic behind this
like
guy?
45 seconds.
Because I was going to say, like, if it was like a few minutes and you saw him pass an exit.
Oh, if it was a few minutes, he would have passed several exits. Because because I mean, there's an exit, like, you know, every probably mile or something.
Yeah.
Like that, you know? So, and you get pretty far when you're going 60 miles an hour.
It's true.
Even
mile a minute.
Yeah, even if you're going 40 miles an hour. You know,
yeah, I mean, I feel like even in the time that you saw him, or even from the time you didn't see him to the time you saw him to the time you passed him, if he hadn't crashed his car yet, I feel like he made it to wherever he was going.
Yeah, I'm just surprised also that there were no sparks.
Yeah, definitely needs a new rim. There's no way that rim's usable anymore.
Nope. New whole setup.
Yeah, oh yeah, that shit's fucked.
Yeah. And so, dude, middle of that story, I thought of something. I can't remember. Anyways, and so then then I got to my destination, and we iced the graduate like
nice
4 times. And it was funny because like Will was like putting them in plain sight, but like I'm like, if it was me and I saw an ice out in the open, and I'm not telling you, oh, there's an ice there, guys.
Yeah,
you know, you got to put it in like I put in a pizza box one time for
somebody.
You have to like, go grab me a slice, and you just like you walk over, because if they're alone, some people will be like, oh man, they'll like make a big scene. But if somebody doesn't want to do it, they're just gonna, and they're alone, they're just gonna be like, oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, somebody else took it. You know, so like, I was like, you got to put it like somewhere. So eventually, we finally like someone put in his towel, and like while we were in the pool.
Right, that's a good one.
So he got up, and then it was like, oh, there's that one. I put one. Where did I put one? Oh, we were playing cornhole. Put one right in the hole.
That's good,
because like his teammate made one in the hole, and so then we just ran and put one in the hole because he was like, "Oh, you got one in the hole, by the way." And then we all see him obviously like, you get that reaction. Like, come on.
It's a good reaction.
Yeah.
Every time.
So yeah, we had all that. We drank a bit. I had pudding shot. For the first time ever. I declined it. Like as soon as I got there, they're like, pudding shot, Jello shot. I'm like, no, I don't like pudding. I don't like Jello.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me. They're like, what is wrong with you? You don't like cheese, of course. The first thing that you don't like cheese.
Always
like
bring
this,
up the cheese.
Like I'm like, yes, okay, I get it. Blah blah blah. So I was like, no, I don't want pudding. Then they asked again, pudding shot, Jello shot. I'm like, no, I don't like pudding. I don't like Jello. And so then later, I was like, fine, just give me a pudding shot.
Yeah,
because I probably take pudding over Jello. So now I've never had
vanilla.
I would take vanilla. I've had chocolate pudding once in my life. And that's from that day when I was in 8th grade is when I had pudding. I was like, okay, I don't like pudding. So I've never had vanilla pudding, but assuming I don't really like chocolate ice cream or like chocolate pudding now that I know, I would take vanilla. But it's just like a texture thing.
Yeah, I'm not a big pudding guy either, but vanilla is my go-to, and it really is. It's just like the goopiness of it.
Yeah, that's why it's like cheese. It's like it's like if I had that much cheese in my mouth.
Yeah,
and I was just like it's just like, how does because you can't chew it. You can't chew cheese.
No, when it's just like I remember that you went to a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese one time, and I was obviously there as well. And I took a bite of the pizza, and the glob of cheese that was mountain just fucking on top of this pizza.
I can feel my throat wanting just convulsing.
Yeah, it's awful. I literally spit the pizza out. Like I gagged, and I was just like, no, fuck this, I can't do it.
If I get that much cheese, I'm into a napkin. Get the fuck out of here.
Done. And that's why when people ask, they go, how do you like pizza? And I go, I like pizza because I get easy on the cheese pizza.
Yeah. And even if I notice that there's a lot of cheese, like I open up, I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
Small bites.
Small
bites, and the hardest bite I will ever bite, because I'm like, I have to chop this cheese off.
Yeah, I'm cutting the cheese at the source.
Yeah. I cannot let it go.
Yeah, if I get stringy and I have to keep sucking that shit in.
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's disgusting.
I don't even it's like when we get easy on the cheese, if that whole layer of cheese comes off in an accidental slide, I can't, I have to back on the pizza.
Oh yeah, it's 100% going on pizza. I'm taking it.
Yeah, no, that's going back. Lay that sheet back down.
Yeah,
I am not putting that whole shit in my mouth.
I cannot do that. I mean, I don't think anybody really would, because it's like, okay, now the whole pizza. Some people
probably be like, "Oh, got the whole cheese sheet."
Yeah, no.
Because then, and they're just eating pizza. Dough and sauce.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't think everybody would do that, but I could say I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did.
Yeah, fuck that though. Ugh. Gives me the spine tingles.
Yeah, dude, it literally makes me like, because it's happened so many times where I just get a glob of it. I'm just like, and I literally have to. If I do chew it or like swallow it, it's taken me a good minute, 30 seconds maybe.
Yeah.
Because I have to breathe. It's like if there's something that's like not slobbery, what am I thinking of? Gooey in my, like wet bread. Soggy, that's what I was looking for. Soggy. If there's something soggy in my mouth, or I can tell that as soon as it enters my mouth, whatever it is, and I can tell that for some reason it's going to take me, it's not going to go down easy.
Mm-hmm.
I can just feel
there's a lot of nose breathing involved.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, man.
I actually, the other day, I was at a restaurant with Tina, Sarah, and Shannon, and I got a mahi sandwich, which is like, I think one of the 3 things that I always get from this restaurant. But I'd almost forgotten that the last time I ordered the mahi sandwich, there's like so much drippage from the fish, the tomato, which I always forget to order no tomato, the like the sauce they put on it. There's so much liquid factor to the sandwich that if you leave it sitting on the plate too long, that bottom bun is getting real soggy. And so I remember last time I took a bite of it, I was just like, when the bread just dissolves in my mouth, I'm like, God. Kill me now. So like I started picking the sandwich up and I could see the sogginess starting to seep in. I was like, oh God, I need to bite this part quick before it gets too bad.
Dude, that's like mom, like when mom has roast beef sandwiches, she takes the top bread and she dunks it in the gravy.
Disgusting.
So disgusting.
I don't know how she eats that crap. And
she also like, oh my God, she likes dumplings too. I'm not a fan of dumplings.
No. Not the way she eats dumplings. So like you can get dumplings, like if you get like Asian dumplings, like fried dumplings, they are not what we grew up with. Like fried dumplings are like, they're like a little dough pouch with something delicious inside.
Yeah.
And they're fried. So they're like hard. They're like, they're like crispy. Give me a second.
Hey, how y'all doing? And this podcast is brought to you by Lipton. They've got peach iced tea. They've got half and half.
Freaking, what are you doing?
Our sponsor.
Oh, Lipton?
Lipton iced tea.
Yeah. Side note, don't let me forget about Lipton for a second. But yeah, so yeah, you can get like fried dumplings that are like crispy and are stuffed with delicious meats.
Care to tell the podcast where you just went?
To tell Shannon to turn the vacuum off because it was, I didn't know if you could hear it, but it was loud.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, well, I'm not going to tell her to turn it back on.
Yeah, she'll get it after.
But I walked out, I like tapped her on the back and I scared the crap out of her because I said her name like 3 times. She couldn't hear me. So I tapped her on the back. What?
I read today that Josh Allen does not like the sound of a vacuum. It's a pet peeve.
Who likes the sound of a vacuum?
I guess no. I think
vacuums shouldn't make that much noise.
Yeah, that's true. I wanna like personally, if I ever, I'll just go sit down and have some wings with him. But yeah, let's talk about this vacuum thing now. Because I have some questions. Because you can't just be like, I don't like the sound of a vacuum. That's pet peeve. It's like if I'm just like doing something, like if I'm watching something
and somebody turns on a vacuum,
I'm just like, are you shitting me right now?
So just
but it's like if
I'm like, can you shut it up?
If I'm just vacuuming, like if I vacuum, I don't care.
Well, if I'm vacuuming, it bothers me that it's so loud. But like I don't get bothered by it. It just bothers me that it's loud.
But then also if it's like there's like a whole cleaning thing going on, like mom goes, hey, dust the cabinets.
Yeah.
Joe, clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then it's like, whatever, yeah.
That doesn't, yeah. If it's cleaning time, I don't care if there's a vacuum going on. Like if I'm scrubbing away at the floor or the sink and Shannon's vacuuming, I'm just like, yeah, cool, cleaning time. But if I'm recording a podcast or playing video games or video games, not so much because I'll have my like big headphones on. But like if I'm like if I'm watching TV, that's my biggest thing right there.
Yeah, it's got to be the biggest thing. It's just like if I'm watching something and it's just like
anybody anywhere, it could be my next door neighbor and they're like vacuuming their fucking patio, and I go, really? Right now you're gonna do that while I'm watching Shark Week?
You don't know. You can't see through my walls when I'm watching TV, bitch.
How about you be a little bit more considerate next time, you fucking asshole? Knock on all your neighbors' doors that are within earshot of your vacuum and be like, excuse me, are you watching your favorite TV show or your favorite movie?
Yeah, I'm watching Shark Week, about to grill some burgers. You want to join?
Yeah, by all means. Vacuum at 11 p.m. when I'm going to bed. I don't care then.
I think you would.
I think I could pretty easily fall asleep with a vacuum going in the background. I could not easily watch you know what I do now? I pull a dad whenever there's a vacuum on and I'm watching
TV,
just like all the way up to the point where I could hear it 50 increments ago, but I'm still going.
You're just like
volume's at 150 now.
Yeah. All right. So back to
Lipton.
Oh, Lipton. Okay, I thought you.
Yeah, no, screw the dumplings. I don't care about the dumplings anymore. I just wanted to tell you that you could get dumplings that aren't the dumplings that mom eats. That aren't just soggy bread in stew.
Yeah,
disgusting. That I don't even know what those are. Those aren't dumplings. Those are just bread balls.
I don't know, but she says Dad makes the best, and Dad doesn't even like them.
Yeah, because he doesn't like soggy bread because he's a normal human being.
Yeah, he's just like, all right, Mom wants dumplings. Here you go.
If I get a sub from anywhere, and like let's say I go to Wegmans, I don't get a toasted sub at Wegmans. I get a cold sub at Wegmans. If I don't eat it all right then and there, that sub is essentially ruined forever after that because it's gonna get soggy later on. So what I do with the Wegman sub to savor anything that I could possibly, or to save anything that I possibly can, salvage is what I wanted to say. Salvage anything. I will go through and I'll like the first part of the bread to get soggy on a sub is the hinge, this part right here. So I pick all that off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, also what makes me is picking off that bread. Picking off soggy bread is like the worst.
Cold, wet, soggy bread.
Yeah.
I do the same thing with if I bring just a sandwich to work on like a Kaiser roll.
Oh yeah,
and
you got to pick off the end.
It's just a little bit because the buffalo chicken was touching that while I was sitting in there for the past 5 hours.
Yep.
And then it's just this, or if I don't feel like touching it, I just take a big bite right on it and I just mix it in with that.
You got to chew quick on that. That's how I am. I'll bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to work, but jelly is 99% liquid. So you're going to risk some soggy bread after you wait 5 hours to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah.
So there's always one spot that seeps through and you can see the bread is purple on the outside. And I go, that's going to be a wet spot. And I fucking just gone because it's bad. I once ate a 24-hour old peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I'd forgotten about the previous day at work. So I just brought it to work the next day. The entire jelly side was just like flattened bread at this point and was basically all purple. And I was like, oh, that's going to be tough to get through.
I would not even.
It was not pleasant. But anyways, back to Lipton.
Lipton.
Is the Lipton that makes iced tea the same Lipton that makes the soup?
I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, the label's the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what your question?
That's all I had. I just didn't know if Lipton chicken noodle soup was related to Lipton iced tea.
Oh, okay.
The weird like variety of.
Yeah, it's like you got drinks and soup.
Yeah, and their soup is never. They don't sell liquid soup. They sell like the little packets of soup.
Oh, so what the fuck is soup then?
they don't sell like Progress.
Yeah, Progressive or
Progresso.
Progresso.
They don't sell Progresso like canned or Campbell's canned soup. They sell bag, freeze dried chicken noodle, definitely fake chicken soup.
Yeah, toss it in a bowl of water and you have yourself a meal.
Yeah.
So back to the pudding.
Yeah, sorry.
So I was declining it the whole time, and then finally I was just like, all right, give me a pudding. It was cookies and cream. Or chocolate chip cookie dough.
Both sound good.
Yeah, I think it was chocolate chip cookie dough. Ate it. I was, man, this is fucking delicious, bro. And I was sitting there and this thing was strong. Like you got to the bottom of it and it just like, I don't know what they put in there. I don't know what alcohol they put in there, but it
probably vodka.
Okay, vodka. Could have been.
That's generally what you
is that what
toss
it
in.
is?
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing because it's like vodka, like I could get Jello and vodka, but like pudding and vodka.
I could see like you mixing like Bailey's or something or like rum chata with pudding.
Yeah, because that's what it might be.
The thickness of it.
Yeah. So either way, it was strong.
Yeah.
And so I had that one, and then I don't know, I might have had like 3 or 4 total, and then they ran out, but they had a bunch of Jello shots. And I just remember this today. that I literally, first, I don't know, I was brushing my teeth and I was like, I did have a Jello shot that night because because I remember I was like, oh man, you're
Pudding.
out of that pudding stuff, pudding shot. I was like, all right, give me a blue raspberry. It was blue raspberry Jello.
Yeah.
And
do you know what the alcohol was?
that was probably vodka.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think like
if it was blue, UV blue.
Yeah. Talking about something that gives me the spine tingles. Oh God.
So I did the,
yeah, loosen it with the tongue, and then
I
Jesus.
I took the whole thing, and in my mouth I was doing the. Okay, here we go. So I literally I bit off little
Jello chunks.
Like I would have it in my mouth, bite off a little chunk, move the big part to like the side of my mouth, then swallow the small piece.
You were chipmunking the
and then
Jello.
and then I did that for like the whole entire.
You should have just slurped it through your teeth. Just.
Ew, what?
That's how you. That's what people used to. The way people used to eat Jello. I'm not used to. I'm sure people still do it. I just don't eat Jello anymore. But like you'd like put a spoonful of Jello in your mouth, and you just like put it like in your lips, and then just like suck, and it would just like through your teeth.
You have it on the outside of your teeth, and it would go to your throat,
and it would just like pulverize on the way down. So it just turns into like juice again.
I do that. I would do that with like applesauce, but I'd be pushing it out.
Oh.
Like it wouldn't come out of my mouth, but like my mouth would
just push it through your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing on the opposite end with Jello. And then it turns it into applesauce.
Yeah. But yeah, I had one of those and it took me a bit, but I got it down. It wasn't horrible. It's just like, no way could I like take that whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was just like weird. And I like, for some reason, couldn't just chew the whole thing because it was like, it felt like there was like a small fish in my mouth. It was just like this weird rubbery.
Yeah. Like I had an oyster the other day at that same restaurant where I had the mahi sandwich.
Also disgusting.
Slurped that fucker down so quick. I don't even remember if it touched my tongue. I know that it had to.
That's the only way I can eat.
It was just gone.
A clam or like an oyster. As if it just went.
Well, the thing is so this was my first oyster I've ever eaten, and it was a raw oyster. So like cooked clams, like grilled clams like Dad makes, I can eat those fucking all the live long night. But this oyster was served on ice, cold as shit, and just in the shell with a lot of mysterious liquid, probably oyster liquid. And so I loaded that shit up. There was fucking butter, cocktail sauce. That might have been it. Those two things. And I just fucking gone. It was actually really good, but it was gone in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Some people like to chew that shit. No,
oh,
disgusting. And I think that was pretty much it. I don't know if you saw my I had a story.
I saw your story of you doing the pudding shot, I think.
Yeah, that was a pudding shot. Yeah. That was the last of them.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. So like we all
you guys look like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Like 3 times. 3 times like the next morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, got up. The dude's mom made like French toast, bacon, had some cranberry juice. I was like, fuck yeah.
I ordered a bagel sandwich the other day while Tina and Sarah were here. Because I don't have any food in the house, and so Sunday to Monday night they slept here, which is why the futon is still in bed form.
It's Thursday.
So the next morning, Tina was like, "Do you have any food?" And I was like, one, I never eat breakfast. 2, does it look like I have food in this house? So I ordered bagels, and I specifically ordered a bagel with egg and ham. I wanted to get egg, ham, and bacon. I only ended up getting egg and ham because I couldn't get 2 meats. But then I just left the cheese. This is all on DoorDash. I left the cheese section blank because it said optional, so I wasn't going to fill it out. So I assumed that meant no cheese. I get this fucking thing. I open it. Sure enough, fucking melted cheese all over the fucking top of that bagel. I was like, God fucking damn it.
Did you eat it? Or did you scrape it off?
I scraped it off.
Oh. Yeah, if
But
it's melted, I mean, depending on how melted it is.
It was like melted to the point where it was like infused into the bagel now. So like I scraped off what I could without, ripping the bagel apart. And then the rest I was just like the egg and the ham will cover it up. I don't care that much.
Right.
But my weekend consisted of not much. Like Friday, Saturday, didn't do anything. But Sunday is when Tina and Sarah got here. Fucking drove to the airport. Their flight got delayed. Drove to the airport to get them at like 8:30, let's say. 8:30 I got them. Excuse me. And then it's like a half-hour drive home. So I come home. And then 2 hours later, I'm fucking driving right back to the airport to pick up my fucking roommate. Now, mind you, Shannon was home at this point, and she had initially asked Shannon, but Shannon worked at 7 a.m. So Shannon had to go Shannon had to go to bed by the time I even got home with Tina and Sarah. So I have fucking drove all the way home, all the way to the airport, all the way home. 2 hours later, finished homework, drove all the way back to the airport, all the way fucking home. I was fucking.
Get the fuck out.
I was just
walk, bitch.
Yeah, I was so mad. But then, as I'm sure you already know, Tina brought down a fucking dog.
Yeah.
So she had reached out to both you and myself a couple weeks ago and was like, do you want one of these puppies? So her supervisor had chocolate lab and black lab puppies. And so she texted me and was like, do you want one of these puppies? I was like, haha, yeah, of course I do. Like, whose are they and how much are they? And she was like, they're my supervisors. They're $1,200. And I was like, that's fucking insane.
For a fucking puppy?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And like, I get it's like a purebred, but like, but anyway, so then Tina called me and was like, can I talk to Shannon? I go, Shannon's at work, but I can like fucking put her on the call if you'd like. Or Shannon was already on Long Island because that was before I went to Long Island. And so I, three-way call with Shannon and Tina. And Tina goes, Shannon, would I cause problems in your relationship if I got Joey a dog? And Shannon, long story short, Shannon said no, it would not cause problems in our relationship. And so Tina took that as, I'm going to get Joey a dog. And basically was like, if the guy lowers the price to a good amount, now he'd already lowered it to 1,000 for them because he was nice. But they were like, if he lowers it more, like a good amount, we're going to get this puppy. And both Shannon and I were like, there's no way in hell, right? And then she called me the next day with a picture of this fucking puppy in her house. And I was like, oh my God, you fucking got a dog? You got another dog? And she goes, no, it's yours. I'm like, what the fuck? So now
I thought she didn't. I thought she was giving it to you. Like you didn't know until she got there.
Oh no, I knew. I think she considered surprising me with it, but then she was like, I don't want to. She goes, like, somebody should know. And then I was like, it's a good thing because like I need to prepare Shannon for this.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I figured like when you were on the call with Shannon, I was like, well, what the fuck? I was expecting her to just be talking to Shannon, then not talking to
there
you.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was trying to just talk to Shannon. And I think that was her plan, was to surprise me and tell Shannon. Shannon, you can just come into the frame. Shannon's crawling on the ground. There you can see her bun right there. Crawling on the ground to try and get this puppy to me right now. Yeah, so she told me, I told Shannon. And so on Sunday, they brought this puppy down. And he is the most adorable thing in the world. But he is such a pain because he doesn't shut the fuck up if you leave him alone. So this is Darwin. He smells like a puppy and a little bit like pee. Look at his fucking paws. Look at those. Darwin, you have anything to say?
What a cute puppy.
He's got nothing to say. He's usually very vocal. Good boy. Go away now. No, I never showed Sputnik. We also have a cat, a kitten. They are the same age.
Yeah, you've talked about him.
This is Sputnik. you know, he's a
Stupid
cat. So we now have 2 cats, 2 dogs in this house, and we are almost outnumbered. There's still 5 humans, so we're still doing all right. But Shannon's not a happy camper anymore.
There's 5 humans in the house.
5 people in this house, yeah. 5 people for there was 4 for a little while, but now we just got another roommate.
I was gonna say there was definitely only 4 when I was there.
Yeah. So 5 people, 4 pets. All the pets definitely shouldn't be here, but you know, they're cute. And so Tina told me that you asked Dad if he would let you have one of the puppies.
Well, I just said, well, I was like, Dad, or what did I say? I was like, Dad, let's get one. He's like, no. I was like, I'll give you X amount of money to change.
Tina told me.
Yeah, I said $1,400 to change my.
I was like, that's a very specific amount. And she was like, well, he just sold the bike for that much. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I literally sold the bike. We walked in. I got the text from Tina of all these like 10 puppies.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Dad, I'll give you $1,400 to change your mind.
I can't believe it didn't work, honestly.
He said he doesn't want to take care of a puppy.
Yeah, I mean, that checks out. And like, I don't think you want to take care of a puppy either.
No, you're not.
Yeah, like literally
honestly,
right before we started recording, he peed in the dining room. We had gone all night last night and all day today, not a single accident in the house. He was even going up to the sliding glass door whenever he needed to go out. And then right before we started recording, pees at the dining room table. And I'm like, you fucking bastard.
Yeah, I would, if I got a puppy, if I was thinking about a puppy, I'd be like, all right, give me like a week off of work.
Yeah.
I'm spending all day, all night with this thing, making sure that he's just going to the bathroom 24/7.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not cleaning up jack shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm just going to try and train him as best I can so he listens. Because if this dog doesn't listen to me,
that's it.
He's gone. He's going to a new home. I'm like,
yeah. Darwin he's already pretty good. Now, again, he's only 9 weeks old. So like, I'm not expecting much from him, but he knows he loves food. So it's very easy to train a dog that loves food because you can just hold food in front of them and they're going to do whatever the fuck you want them to do. Mm. So anytime he goes outside and goes pee, which takes him all of 3 seconds to do because he's got the world's tiniest bladder.
What the fuck is that? Why do babies and
why can't they just be born with full-blown bladders, full-grown bladders?
Why do you got to go to the bathroom all the time?
Yeah, it sucks. And literally every time he wakes up from a nap, I have to take him outside. Every time he drinks a lot of water, I take him right back outside. I was happy today. We went for a walk, me, him, and Newton, and I took them twice around the block, and they were both dead tired after that. They just passed out for like 2 hours, and I was like, "Oh, this is the greatest moment of my life." Because
do puppies, when you're training a puppy, does it just like eventually it doesn't like I get that it realizes like, okay, I've been yelled at multiple times not to pee in this place, you know, but is it more like, okay, now I have like more of a bladder, you know?
I think it's like a combination. So like they say that a puppy can hold it for about an hour for each month old that they are. So like he's 2 months old, he can hold it for about 2 hours, but that's if things are just normal. Like if he's not actively drinking water, he can hold it for 2 hours. If he isn't getting overly excited and has an issue where he pees when he gets excited, he can hold it for 2 hours. So like, you know, in a very rare circumstance, they can hold it for as many hours as they are months old, which was the case with Newton. Newton was not like an overeater, over drinker. He was pretty normal when it came to that stuff. So I could go, when I first got him, 4 to 6 hours without taking him outside. Whereas with Darwin, he will drink and then he'll drink a lot. So you know he's going to have to go out in another 30 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, it's a bit of like their bladder gets bigger. They get better at holding their pee. And
they also realize, hey, this dude's going to fucking yell at me.
Yeah. And they've been screamed at and their nose shoved in the pee, which I know not everybody trains that way, but don't get mad at me if you hear this on the internet. I do discipline my dog for peeing in the house because that's not what they're supposed to fucking do. But I do praise the shit out of him when he pees outside. He has gotten so many treats in the few days that he's been here already, because every time he pees and poops outside, he gets all of the treats. He's a good dog.
I mean, what are you supposed to do when a fucking dog, like, oh well.
Some people are like that. I remember when I first got Newton, and I, like, in front of my roommates that weren't Natalie at the time, they had never like raised a dog. Their families had never raised. Their families had raised dogs, but not like the way we did. Not the amount of dogs that we had. So I was like, yeah, like, positive reinforcement works best for just about everything and anybody, including dogs. So like if you take them outside, they go to the bathroom, you give them a treat, you tell them they're a good dog, give them all the love in the world, they're going to learn that that's a good thing because that's what they want. But it's also going to teach them to not go in the house because they know that's not the attention they're going to get in the house if they go to the bathroom. Yeah. So like, let's say I were to just give him love and affection every time he peed outside. He would just take that as, oh, every time I pee, I get love and affection. So I then counter that love and affection with hate and anger if he pees in the house.
Like, I'm not saying, like, of course, no, bad dog.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But I'm not going to fucking, hey, let me get this fucking rebar and just fucking.
I don't beat the shit out of my dogs. Let's put that out there right now. I will put his nose in the pee. I will say that's bad. And I will smack him on the butt.
A booty smack.
No booty smack. Good old spanking. I got spanked. I'm normal. I turned out all right.
I'm normal.
Now I don't pee at all. I just never pee.
Just don't pee. I'm too scared now.
Too scared to be traumatized.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't. I literally was like, oh, I want to get a dog, but I'm like, no, I don't want to take care of a puppy.
Yeah, I think what would be good for you, and I was telling Tina this, because one, with your work schedule, but also two, just like with your patience alone, I think like a 2-year-old dog would be like the best thing. Because like 2-year-old, they still have that puppy energy, but they usually are trained by that point. Even if they're at a shelter at 2 years old, you're adopting a dog, they're going to say on their card, like, housebroken, good with other dogs, good with other pets. They're perfectly fine to take home and fucking they know to go outside. It just takes getting used to your house. So it's be like, okay, here's the door to go outside. Fucking they paw at the door if they need to go out. Good to go.
Yeah. I gotta find like, because like not like I went to the SPCA right by us.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, there had been at least like 12 pit bulls.
Oh, you're getting a pit bull if you go to a shelter.
And
the chance of you getting anything else is very slim.
It's like 10 pit bulls. There were like some other dogs. There were like there was 3 puppies. They were siblings, and they were all just like sleeping on top of each other. When I saw them, I'm like, well, if anybody ever separated these dogs, I would punch them in the face. Like if I saw them and I wanted one of them,
you're getting all 3 of them.
I would either get all 3, which would be bad news.
Yeah.
I would get 2 and just be like, yo, like, so I'm calling somebody I know.
Yeah,
like,
a friend of yours.
You got to get this other dog.
Yeah.
Or I'm calling 2 other people and saying, you get this dog, you get this dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that I'm not letting these
when
dogs
I adopted
see each other.
Newton, he was in the kennel with his brother. His brother's name was, it's gone. I don't remember it. But I thought I was adopting his brother because we went in, they only had the sheet for Newton in there. And the only dog I could see was his brother. Newton was around the corner hiding in the back. So I was playing with his brother. Newton came around the corner and just fell into my lap. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And then they come in and they go, oh, actually the dog that's in your lap, that's the one. His name was not Newton at the time, but that's Newton. The other one is already adopted. And before they told me that, I was like, oh my God, there's 2. We can't split them up. They get along so well. So I was like telling Natalie, I was like, hey, you have to get this dog. Like, and she was ready to. I think she was totally convinced we were going to get both these dogs and not separate them, which is funny because they would have ended up separated.
Yep.
But then they were like, oh, he's already, like, he got adopted yesterday. They're coming to pick him up today. I go, oh, I don't feel so bad anymore. Like somebody else split them up. I'm just taking the other one now.
Yeah. So he's not so lonely.
Yeah. And actually, while I was filling out the adoption papers for Newton, that couple came in and got the other one. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't split them up.
Yeah. The other one had a lazy eye, so I'm kind of happy I didn't end up with that one.
And what else did I see there? There was just many. So I would literally have to go to, like, I'd have to like search up a bunch of shelters because I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna see if you have a dog that I actually want.
Yeah.
Because I ain't getting a pit bull. I can tell you that much.
Why? What's wrong with pit bulls?
I don't want one.
Fair.
I just don't want. I want like either a German Shepherd or like.
I did the day I went to get Newton. There was a Husky in the shelter that I almost got. I think they were both sick. Newton was 6 months. The Husky was 6 months. The Husky was the size that Newton is now at 6 months old. And I was like, motherfucker. Like now looking back, it's like, thank God I didn't get that dog either. A gay couple adopted him. I hope they're very happy.
I don't want a Husky either because that's just a lot of hair.
So is a German Shepherd.
No, a Husky is definitely way more. There's no shot a Husky is the same as a German Shepherd or like a Rottweiler. I'll take a big meatball. I honestly might name him Meatball.
Honestly, do it. There was a Rottweiler. So when my friends adopted a dog a few months ago, I went to the shelter with them and I almost got another pit bull, which is why Tina is part of the reason why Tina got me this dog, Darwin, because she was like, yeah, like I knew that you wanted to adopt that pit bull at the shelter, but then you couldn't because somebody else had just adopted her. And I was like, yeah, and then so she bought me a dog. But they had a Rottweiler there. I think his name was Goliath. Dude was massive. He was.
That's what I should name my dog.
Huge. Yeah.
Goliath.
Awesome name for a Rottweiler.
David and Goliath.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
It would be.
Yeah.
But it would have to be like, because you just said that dog is big. It would have to fit the.
Yeah. You can't get like a fucking.
If I'm getting a little bitch Rottweiler, like.
I was going to say any other dog. I was like, you can't get like a fucking teacup poodle and name it Goliath.
I mean, okay, see, but then somebody would do that. They would get the smallest dog and name him Goliath and be like, So I couldn't get like someone like Newton.
Yeah, Newton's not a Goliath.
Because it's either you go small and you go funny.
Yeah.
Or you're getting a huge dog and it's like,
yeah.
Yeah. Like also like Tank, if you name a dog Tank.
He's got to be a big boy.
Yeah. It's like, come on. You can't be Jasmine and be named Tank. You could be Amira and be named Tank, but
Amira's a Tank.
That's a girl name, or that's a girl dog, so it's like you wouldn't name Tank.
I almost named Darwin Apollo, which I thought was really cool.
Oh,
Apollo. But
you should name it Apollo.
I do like Darwin and Newton. I mixed their names up already way too much.
I feel like Apollo would be a white dog name.
Racist.
Yeah. I could see like if Amira was a boy and was her color, like Apollo.
I could see that. Yeah.
Or maybe a black dog too.
Apollo's a good like German Shepherd Husky type name anyways. Darwin's a chocolate lab, he's a little fucking basic dog. No offense to him, but
or chocolate labs. But they're basic.
Yeah,
evidently
they're just a basic dog. They're like the dog. Like when you think of a dog in your head, that's what you think of.
Mom said that she wouldn't want a chocolate lab because they're dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes, they're just not too bright.
That's like that makes no sense. We had a black lab when we were kids. Copper was the best fucking dog in the world. Yeah, the color of their fur makes no difference to the capacity of their brain.
Well, she seems to think that chocolate labs are dumber than black labs.
What does she think of yellow labs? I want to know her thought on that.
I'll have to ask.
Yeah. Ridiculous. He's pretty smart, I think.
Dude, he's 2 months old.
Yeah, but like he knows, like he's already given me his paw for treats.
I mean, I'm sure that's not like every chocolate lab, but maybe you're just running the mill chocolate lab. It's like
on average, chocolate labs are not the brightest.
Yeah. That's probably it.
I just hope he catches things like Copper did. Not that I have a lot of critters in my backyard, but like if he comes back with if he comes back with the occasional squirrel, armadillo, rabbit, I'll be happy.
He's not catching an armadillo.
Newton did.
What?
What? It's an armadillo. They just roll up into a ball when they get scared. They're not running away.
He wasn't killing it.
No, he just grabbed it in his mouth. Shannon thought it was a football, and then she realized it was an armadillo, and she like fucking freaked out and was like, "Newton, drop it!" And I was like, "Don't tell him to drop it. He's a good dog."
You're telling me that you guys have straight up armadillos in Florida?
Yeah.
I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, and the house I lived in 2 before this one, there was an armadillo that it like I was outside one night and he crossed my driveway and I was like, what the fuck is that? Because I'd never seen one in person before, and they looked like giant rats. Yeah. And then he walked into the garage of my next door neighbor, and I was like, fuck. Don't leave your garage open at night. But yeah, we got armadillos.
Interesting. I thought they were only out in like fucking Nevada.
The desert.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
The swamps of Florida too. Fucking Tina the other day, she was like, yeah, he loves the water. Do you want to take him to like, she goes, I don't know if you have any like lakes nearby. I go, Tina, you realize that we are infested with alligators down here.
Yeah, that dog's gone.
Yeah, I go, you want me to take this tiny ass fucking dog to a lake or a pond? Say goodbye.
Yeah, unless it's like an enclosed like dog pond.
Yeah, and even then, I wouldn't trust it. But
I would hope that they keep their doors locked.
Yeah, well, alligators are sneaky.
An alligator can't climb a fence.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would be if I saw an alligator climb a chain link fence.
I feel like that's the one fence they could climb because they got like claws. They just
but they're just long. They're gonna rip open their stomach.
Maybe
going over the other side.
Yeah. Can you imagine? You're the guy who has to check the pond every morning, and you just see an alligator just hanging off
the links. Nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I have another dog.
2 dogs, 2 cats. I am dogless.
Yeah.
Well, and I will have no dog until I move out. So another like 3 years.
It's not bad.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be like...
You'll be my age and you'll have 1 dog. Or you could have 2 dogs and you'll be my age. It's the exact same boat I'm in.
Yeah, if I would never get 2 dogs that are... like I wouldn't get a dog and then like, boom, get another dog.
You'd like to take some time with the one.
Like the one has to be trained completely and like not even... like peeing in the house or a hesitant of here comes to me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Gives me his paw. The classic.
It's like the easiest thing to teach a dog to do. And I hold that to such a high standard.
I love it. It's the best thing.
Yeah.
If your dog can't give you his paw, then that dog is...
Or you're a bad trainer.
Yeah. It's like you just messed up because it's like, I feel like this is like everybody does. It's like, shake.
Yep.
You know,
I can teach a dog to give me his paw in a day, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, easy. It's the easiest thing to do.
100%.
That and like, I mean, sit you could do for a bit. It just depends if they're gonna stay there.
Sit's almost like instinctive for them. That's like dog instinct. If they want something, they're gonna sit for it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that one would be like, all right, this one's trained. Now I can get another dog. And this dog be like, yo, this is what goes on around here.
Yeah, here's how this shit works.
You don't go in that room. You can't pee there or anywhere in the house.
Yeah.
It's just outside. I don't know what that deal is.
Because it's kind of annoying when I really have to pee in the middle of the day.
He pees in the house. I don't get it.
Because this dude's fucking peeing all over the goddamn place. And I can't pee anywhere.
Yeah, and he showers in here too. We don't even get, he touches us when we shower. He just like does it himself. I don't understand.
Yeah.
No, but that's what goes on, we watch TV occasionally and
because it's always the worst show. Never any dog TV.
Yeah. He doesn't have dogs in there. It's people killing people.
Yeah.
I don't get why they want to do that to each other,
Oh God.
And yeah, that's life here. 24/7. We're here till we die.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh
God. I really, really, really wish if I ever had a superpower, it'd be to talk to animals.
Oh, 100%. Just to hear, I just want to hear their voices. I don't even necessarily want to hear what they're saying. I just want to hear what they sound like.
Because it's like what, like there is a communication, and it's just probably like, so I'm not saying it's dumbed down, but it's not like, I would say it's not like full sentences. It's not like, hey man, you want to go walk somewhere?
Yeah.
Let's just start running. Let's start running. Then, hey, you mind if I sniff your butt? I don't know.
Yeah. They're just like, run.
Yeah.
And
it's just like basic caveman talk, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, run. All right.
Yeah.
Food. All right. Something like that.
I could eat.
Yeah, I could eat too. Sure.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Hey, add some to this water, man. It's dull. I'm getting sick of it. God damn, add some fucking liquor to this bitch.
I gave Darwin some Jack Daniels the other day.
Put some hair on his chest.
Yeah. I just like put it on my finger and just like rubbed it around his mouth. And he was eating that shit up. Then he walked around and he was like,
did we talk, was it the last podcast that mom had texted all of us that Sierra
was getting her surgery?
Like her liver checked and everything, or
I don't think we talked about it.
Oh, okay. I was telling my friends then, but like in the text she had said, oh, they took a blood test and they said that her liver is like, I don't know what they said, but it was like the best or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd walk downstairs, Dad, and I go, she just got to stop fucking drinking so much. She's obese and she drinks too much.
Yeah.
Fuck is wrong with this dog?
Oh God.
It's trivia.
Yeah. I mean, this is what, week 5 of trivia without Sarah. So
wait, what? I didn't say anything. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. So it's we did the first week with Sarah, but the past 4, now 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is week 6. I think I guess that means I win.
I think Sarah just owes us bunch of mimosas.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. If you get this right, you tie me. Yeah, you tie me, and we go to a tiebreaker.
Classic.
Because I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. I'm on a perfect streak right now.
Yeah.
Sarah has 2, you have 0, and Sarah hasn't been here for 4 weeks.
If she comes back next week, she gets she has to get it right. If she gets it right, then she ties us. Like, let's say I get this right tonight.
Yeah.
Or tonight. We tie.
Okay.
Then she's back next week. She gets it right. She ties us.
Okay.
And then we all do one more question.
That day. Or another? Okay.
No, that day. We do one more question. Whoever gets it, gets it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how I feel it. And and then obviously if she's not here, then it's just like, if I get this right, we tie. And then if I don't get this, then next week, if I get it, we tie, and then we do another question right after.
Okay. So no matter what, we end it next week.
Yeah. No matter what, it's been 6 weeks. We do the
Okay.
All right. So pick a number. Let's see what time is it. 5:20. All right, 20. 5 or what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Who sings the Friends theme song?
Oh,
dude, what?
Fuck.
I
used to know this.
5 times 20, and I was like, I realized that's 100, and I was like, I'm not counting 200.
Yeah.
Who first sings the Friends theme song? It's got to be like.
I used to know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't think of it. I don't know. I know the second I see it, I'll be pissed that I couldn't remember it.
I'm just gonna take like I say we do a new question.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I just want to know what this is.
Hold on, let me just. It's like, I feel like it's the something,
I think it is the something too. I just can't think of what it is.
I don't know. All right, let's see.
The Rembrandts.
Okay, I actually never really would have guessed that.
Yeah,
I thought it was
did.
like a. For some
I
reason,
wasn't anywhere close to that, but I knew that because I have that song on my phone, so I knew that I knew it.
Oh. All right, so
Refresh, do 20 again.
yeah, sure. 3, 6.
Your internet really wants you to play Apex Legends, Dave.
Yeah, is that what this is?
Yeah.
3, 6, 12, 15, 18, 20. What movie contains the line "Hold me like you did by the lake on Naboo"?
Okay.
What?
So we know. Oh, you don't know? Do you even have a? I know which series, which saga it is. Do you not know that?
No, Naboo.
Yeah.
What is it like? Like Avatar or something?
I mean, I said saga, and Avatar only has one movie out.
That's coming out with the second one. Oh,
That's
saga.
true.
What's saga? Like 4, or just more than 2?
More than 3 is a saga.
Oh yeah, trilogy in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold me like you did by the lake on Naboo.
And now I know that you have not seen these movies.
Yeah, unless it's like oh, those are trilogies.
Unless it's what?
Oh wait, are you sure? Well, I was gonna say like Lord of the Rings or fucking
No.
Hobbit, but those are trilogies.
Yeah, it's not that.
You know it's a so you know this answer.
I know the movies. I don't know which specific movie. I can narrow it down to 3. Sorry, I can narrow it down to 2.
Naboo. What is Naboo?
It's a planet.
It's not Star Wars.
It is.
I've seen all the Star Wars movies.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, well then just pick which one you think it is.
Contains the line "Hold me like you did" by the lake on. I fucking dude, that Star Wars movie sucked. Let me tell you that right now. Come at me online. Come at me. They sucked. They didn't suck, but they were all right. I think it's just because I didn't grow up watching them, and I just
maybe that's
was
it.
like I sat down. I was like, I gotta watch these now because I haven't seen them as of like for the past. I watched them a year ago maybe.
Yeah,
for the first.
They're again like I mean like if you compare them to like Marvel movies, right? And I know people are gonna come at me for saying that, but like Marvel movies are way up here. Star Wars is like
yeah, and it's probably just like the time frame. It's like okay,
I didn't hate them. They were like especially the last or especially the sequels. I did like the sequels a lot.
I don't probably because the animations got better.
Yeah, everything got better.
Didn't look like walking stick figures or what was that claymation when they filmed the first movie. All right.
So do you have a guess?
So one of those.
Yeah, it's one of the we'll get rid of the 2 that they made that weren't part of the 9. So it's not the Han Solo movie and it's not Rogue One.
Right. It's like one of the first 6. I can't remember the names, honestly. Star Wars, like
I'm just putting which episode it is because I don't remember the names of the episodes.
I'm
locked in.
The lake on Naboo. I feel like a chick said this.
Well,
right?
What guy do you know that's saying that in Star Wars?
I'm saying like the 4th one.
Okay.
Episode. It's what? Well,
like not
like
episode 4, the
5,
first one that came out,
6.
but episode 1, the first one of the prequels.
No, like the 4th one. So it's like technically it goes like 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so like number 1.
So episode 1 is what you're saying.
Is that so like the new order? No, I'm not saying because isn't that called a movie? No, isn't it? Like so the new order is now instead of like it came out 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
The movie's released 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and then 7, 8, 9 with the.
So the 4th movie to come out. That's what I'm saying.
So episode 1, the first movie of the prequels to come out.
Oh shit! No, then I don't want that. because I feel like that's too. Yes, it is. Now I'll go the 5th movie to come out. So episode 2.
Okay. I said episode 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Star Wars episode 3. Woo! Natalie Portman's character.
Yeah.
Padme.
That's what I was fucking thinking.
Says it's an Anakin Skywalker. I think it's when he's turning evil.
Yeah, I was thinking of her. I was like,
Yeah.
Sure, I want to say Natalie Portman who says this.
Yeah, I had narrowed it down to either episode 2 or 3. But I was like, episode 2 is when they start, kind of like hooking up. Episode 3 is probably when she was like, yo, stop being a fucking dick. And then she died.
Ugh.
Right. So what happens now?
So now next week I have a chance to tie it. And so does Sarah.
Got it.
And then we both have to get, and then like we do another one after that.
Yeah. 10-4. All right. Dave, go ahead.
Instagram is _David Sharkey _. Eat of the week. Once again, I've said this before, I think, but I got Cajun honey barbecue chicken wings at Barbell. And also that Saturday, I had a rosé slushy from Beer Works, which is next door. And I also had a strawberry cider, but that rosé slushy was pretty good. Pretty fucking strong, too.
Nice.
But yeah, Cajun honey barbecue chicken wings is my eat of the week. That's
nice. You can follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky _photography. My regular Instagram, Secret Agent Sharky, and then my YouTube channel is Joe Sharky. My eat of the week is gonna be the plethora of food that I had at Boathouse. The mahi sandwich, the French fries, the oyster, the peel and eat shrimp, the fucking rolls. Oh my god.
good roll.
What else did I have? I think that's all I had food wise. And then the drink I had was a strawberry lime cider. Holy fuck, it was good. Only 4% alcohol though, so it was very juicy, not a lot of alcohol-y. Yeah. And it cost like $8.50, which I was like, $8.50 for 4% alcohol. Come on. Still good, but yeah, that's my end of the week. As for the podcast, follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSG POD. Follow us on TikTok at the Shuffle Podcast, where we post our weekly clips of the podcast. And subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at the Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk at you next week. And if Sarah's not here, we're going to fly to New York, wherever the fuck she's staying these days. And we're going to record there.
Yeah, we're coming at you.
Yeah. Coming at you live from one of the new places.
Yeah. And she's going to get us brunch.
Mimosa and chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, everybody!